Welcome to the eXtremeRate YouTube channel. In this video, we will show you how to replace the back shell of the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, and replace the original back shell with the wood grain design as an example. Now let's get all the kits prepared and then get started. First, remove the D-pad, thumbstick caps, and the back paddles. And put them aside. Then stick the flat end of the spudger to the gap, and pry to release the faceplate of the controller. Take off the faceplate and put it aside. Now use the T8 screwdriver to release all the screws on the front assembly. After the screws are released, detach the front piece from the controller and put it aside. Then use the T6 screwdriver to remove the 4 screws securing the battery cover. Then remove the cover and take off the battery. Remove the battery contacts and the mainboard contacts. Then use the T4 screwdriver to unlock the screws on both back paddles' PCB boards. Remove the right paddle PCB. Then remove the left paddle PCB. Now let's assemble all the components to the replacement back shell. First, install 2 circular magnets in the corresponding places. First, stick the double-sided adhesive tape on the South Pole magnet and peel the film. Then precisely stick it on the circle sight on the left side. Next, do the same to the North Pole magnet and stick it on the right sight. Then assemble the contacts on the back shell. And assemble the battery to the slot. Please line up the side of the contacts correctly before putting it in. Next, assemble the battery cover, and use the T6 screwdriver to lock the 4 screws on the cover. When locking the cover screws, please give moderate force in case the head of the screws would pierce the shell. Next, assemble the left trigger lock on the back shell. Tilt the plastic part to walk it through under the protruding clip, and then insert the toggle button into the slot. When installing this component, do not force it in case the protruding clip breaks. Then assemble the right trigger lock on the back shell. Align the hole with the column and tilt the plastic part to walk it through under the protruding clip, then insert the toggle button into the slot. Be careful not to break the protruding part. Then install the spring onto the column and lock it with a screw. First, install the spring on the left trigger lock and lock the screw. Then install the spring on the right trigger lock and lock the screw. After the trigger lock is installed, we can test if the toggle buttons work. Then cut the back paddle feedback buttons from the kit and install them in the slots on the back shell. Assemble the left back paddle PCB and lock it with screws. Next, cut two back paddle feedback buttons and install them in the correct place. Then assemble the right back paddle PCB and lock it with screws. Next, install the magnets on the back shell. Please note that the side of the magnet with a line on is the weak magnet side. We need to make this side face up when installing. So we need to put on the double-sided adhesive tape on the opposite side. Then separate the magnets into two pieces. First, install the magnet in the corresponding place on the left side. Then install the magnet in the corresponding place on the right side. After all the components are assembled on the new back shell, let's put the front assembly back together. Align both parts and fit them together. Then use the T8 screwdriver to lock the 6 front screws. After the screws are locked, install the faceplate and snap it in. Then install the D-pad and both joystick caps. And in the last, install the back paddles to finish the installation of the back shell replacement. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoy the modding journey with eXtremeRate.